Hey guys, we have people who wants to say hi.
Good.
Hi.
What's up?
Okay, right off the bat,
Man, Vernova.
let's
Ban
ban
has to be
Vernova.
banned. I'm
There's
actually
no excuses.
I
If
give
you
it trash
actually-
tier.
No. If there is anybody who actually says Burnova does not need to be banned or eroded, you're bad. You're just bad.
Maybe like
Fair.
a once per game call
Yeah.
errata.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
that would make
errata.
it balanced.
Yeah,
That would be balanced.
yeah.
Be balanced and it'd still be viable in Curse Dragons, but you can't do the chaos loop anymore. That's why it needs banned.
Yeah. So, next
No,
card
it-
is his
That's
Mudai.
Moda. It's meh at best.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Skill searches any 72 pillar spells, most of them suck, except for like Saturday Night Devil's Fever and and some of the sets. That's it.
They should
Cards-
They should just rebead the set spells instead of Asmodai.
Yeah,
Also,
true.
there were more 72 pillars that actually plus when you discard the card, except for that one Thunder Empire, and then I'd actually care. But so it's like drop hand cards. I'm like, can I have more cards that plus, please? Like ninjas make me discard cards too, but I still plus.
Yeah, for sure.
You just
Alrighty,
pop in
yep.
wizard cards for the plus.
Very
Mm.
true. So after that is Seeger, and I'm putting him in good.
Yeah,
Big
Seeger's
wall is
good
big wall.
because wall, the only way it really dies is if you have drop effects, but thanks to insert card coming out in next set, you know, just
But
fixes
doesn't have
most problems.
anti-soul drop though. Good. Then
Goon
again,
was saying before the recording about Seeger comboing with Chaos Lattice.
Oh yeah.
So-
Just insta shutdown.
They also does with the Wild
because
Dragon.
You set up because you set up Seeger, you call Lattice to your left and just say hi. I can negate your spells, and then you have to beat over this big wall.
Yeah, and then I want in Zwei, right? Because that's just better.
Yeah,
But there's
just
a
all-
Wild Dragon that redirects from like the new Wild Dragon stuff from Volume 3, I think. And it redirects attacks and can
Yeah.
rest cards, I think.
well, you know who else does that?
Spicy.
Gang of the King head ass.
Okay, next is Zodiac.
Zodiac isn't good.
What?
At least, because at the time that it was released, like,
Okay, yeah, that's true. At the time,
Anti-rest meta didn't exist.
Yeah.
that's true. Anti-rest meta didn't exist, but the fact that it actually just gate puts its own souls back in, and you could just use it with Dragon Armor's Pit makes the card more viable. Because even
plus
if
you
you
have
like,
the access to the Dragon Force too.
Yeah.
that's
Like,
like this Dragon Armor Pit exists, you can just only use a spell, no Dragon Armor, and just be like, okay, each time you play a spell, no, everything is rested, I win.
Yeah.
and then you can't re-standby card effects or
Yeah.
anything like that.
It's
Double attack?
disgusting.
Nah.
And then if you're
Fuck.
playing a Star Dragon World, you put the top two cards into your deck into your gauge, so insta Lost World.
Yeah, I know, right? Pays for itself.
So it's good.
Tsukikage? I would say
Tsukikage?
it's also good.
Good.
That's really good. Like,
I think we might need to put it into Bushi Y though, because it
Yeah.
might be a little bit too good.
yeah,
When it makes
just the
Skull
fact
Warriors
that
good?
Any,
probably-
any
it
partner
definitely
deck
would make
that
sense.
runs a size 1.
yeah, I
Like, you
think
can just add in the
Blade
ninja
Dancers.
engine.
Yeah.
yeah.
You can add in the ninja engine with Shiden plus insert ninja drop spells here. Draw 2.
Isn't
Yeah.
the spell known Ninja size 1?
Ah,
Yeah.
I
think
think
that-
so. There was a water spell. No, that's a size 1. If I remember correctly.
I thought he was also a ninja.
No,
Either
I
way,
thought he was a
can do it.
ninja. I thought he was a ninja too. I thought it was water ninja, and it was like pay 2 gauge and discard a ninja. Was it?
I mean, either way,
Yeah, well,
the card's still
it-
pretty
you have
good.
to pay 2 gauge and remove it from the field.
Oh yeah, it sacrificed itself.
Either way, the card's still pretty damn good.
Yeah,
So we'll-
searchable spell
Yeah,
null.
plus it gives itself and any monster's protection just by discarding one. Like,
That's
that's
awesome.
pretty nice.
So
And then you just combine that with Ninja Spell Drop.
yeah, Runaway Female Ninja Yuki Shiro is a size 1, so yeah, it's searchable with Tsukikage.
yeah, so then you're just set any kind of old deck.
Yeah, it's a pretty good card. So yeah, it's definitely in the
Yeah.
Bushi Y.
Yeah. So next is Star Guardian Jack.
It's meh.
Honestly,
There are better
yeah.
evolutions. There are better evolutions
Yeah.
than that one. You
Yeah.
don't really care for it.
No,
You don't even
don't.
need the re-be in the deck.
Yeah.
You don't actually.
You don't. You don't.
Ever
even
since
run
when
it.
the Hero World one came out, it's just like, oh, forget Reeby, I'm out. Even
Yeah.
the Hero World.
Yeah. It's basically just thanks to the Star Dragon and Hero World stuff. It's basically all this new stuff for the most part. Get out of here.
Yeah.
We run dual world stuff.
So, Gang the King's
Gang-
next.
It's meh. It only
Yeah.
works because Ricky exists.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
Ricky didn't keep
mech
it
card
bad-
for a med deck.
In my opinion, now that I think about it, it needs to go down because it totally should have been Billy and Knuckle. And it should have been Billy Knuckle or Champion Lord. It shouldn't have been Gang the King.
Either way, man. Both. I don't care, man. It fucking
Right.
sucks.
Here, but
The
but
card sucks.
the next Rebi isn't good.
Negables is good.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
alright. He's like
low-
he's like a good gimmick card.
Creative
Exactly.
removal.
exactly. That's fine. Bots
Yeah.
is straight up trash, though.
Yeah. Trash tier. What else? What's next?
Vanity. That,
In the Bushi Y.
In the Bushi
He's
Y.
tired of
Alright,
Mikage, though.
No. Let's give context. So, as soon as it was first revealed, everybody was like, "Yo, this is finally the out to Burn Nova." We're like, "Yes, finally, there's an out." But then it's like, "No, all that leave the field effects do not work."
So it's just like, oh, so Grace still counters his card. Like, oh, well, that sucks. But then again, you'd have to open Grace against the card anyway. So it flows in that realm of it's aight.
yeah.
And it does good power too, so if you're running like Jaeger or something, you could kind of just go through it like Zerb.
No, it has the same stats as the original Epoch. It's still 50,000.
Yeah, but it's just
Yeah.
a better epoch to run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Next
Alrighty, what's
is
next?
Garga.
Garga's in Bushi Y because
Why?
like Garga has so much fucking support. They just like, all right, now this is finally searchable with future card Buddyfight. Just Aegir Garger, just run through people.
Yeah.
And just be like, "Smile. This
It'd
is."
be kind of defensive too if you're combining with what's the new G-Evo from the set? Glory Valiant.
Dual, whatever, dual mode.
Dual mode.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dual mode. Could combine with that for like I guess free draw.
Exactly. So it's a pretty decent, it's a pretty good card.
Yeah. Next is Jackknife.
Put into ban when? No, put into ban. Fuck that engine is done.
Like,
Fuck the engine is so dumb.
The fact that, no. So let's give context as well. For crying out loud, because in this set also they come out with a set spell that allows Jackknife to dual equip.
And
Problem
it
number
searches for Jacks.
It puts that in the fact that this could be put in any deck, Dragon World deck, just so that you can run Gold Ritter plus Granthes and just be like, "Hey, my deck all of a sudden has Granthes plus its original engine."
Yeah.
Like,
It's dummy good.
and it becomes a size 0.
Then you
Like-
combine with Ein and create some broken shit, but that's more Jackknife Trust than this card.
Yeah. Because I don't think the sets. Can the set spell be played in 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
can because
it's
it's Green Dragon.
Okay, I didn't know if it was Green Dragon or not. I thought it was like Git and whatever.
And now the deck like consistently first turn kills. I
Yeah.
heard.
So yeah, nah, he can
Gross.
go into ban one.
Yeah, that's fucked. If you
Yeah.
play Jackknife Rebi, you go to hell.
God. Okay, so we got
Alkiote.
one of my personal favorite Elkies. It's just good.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
good.
say it
It's
sounds like
good or
Sebastial.
It's,
I love
it's,
fucking
it's,
Dragon
it's, low, it's low good. You're right. It's low good.
Yeah.
The fact
It's
that
low
it just works
good.
so well
It's not
in
like the
Shinsengumi.
best thing in the world. It's just like, yo, let me just call out Dragonites for free and get a filter. In a
Yeah.
sense.
Choose because
It's-
with him it's check top 4 basically, then add 2 to hand, add 2 to gauge.
And then you can call him with Kondo anyway. It's like
And his
he-
attack can't be nullified when you're running item. And then you could just
Tech can't be
Yeah,
nullified,
that's-
damage can't be reduced.
yeah, exactly.
Of course,
And then you can just pop that spell, Wolf Amiibu's Training, onto your item. So you have 2 cards on the field that have double attack and they can't be nullified with 3 crit and
And then-
penetrate.
Well, with Wolf, the opponent can't counter. Versus,
Yeah. This you
Okay.
can't just, they can't nullify. Still counter.
Okay. Next
Grand
is
Goddess.
Magnetis.
straight up trash. It
Trash,
only works in
yes.
Omnilords because Mysteria can call him for free.
In Makuro.
Exactly. So, but
Yeah. No.
the only other card you're playing, the only deck you're playing it is in God Punks. Maybe that's it.
God. Okay, so
Yeah.
Mary Sue, I would say pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say good or bushy Y.
Yeah.
She definitely borders on Bushi Y because you can play this in any magical deck except for the Phantom Thieves one. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh man, we Phantom Thieves actually needed stuff. They
Never.
Oh,
No.
Phantom Thieves is gone.
They only
Lasted
needed
2 sets.
They can go straight. No, they went. No, when that thing came out, I was like, no, you know, I don't care that this thing gets countered by Time Dragons. Good.
Yeah. Dude, my friend was able to give like 35 magical treasures, and it's disgusting.
Ugh.
Nah, see, that's the your deck relies on spells and drop? Yeah, no.
Wizards is actually not bad either.
God.
Alrighty, Giant Tanuki time, baby.
Bo, he's
It
pretty
only
good.
works with other cards, so it's
Okay.
meh.
I'll say
It's
meh.
honestly, it only works with other cards.
Oh, Bo,
It'll
but
be
I like him in Guardians and Executioners. He's a good boy.
Fine, he's high meh. We'll just put him
High
on top
meh.
of meh. Put him
Okay.
on top
Top
of
of
meh.
meh.
We'll put him on top
Yeah,
of his
top of
Meta. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that.
Just gain a gauge, drop a gauge, return. Gain a life and take a damage. If there was like a draw 1 card in there for the Guardian's ability, then he'd be like good.
So
for Bushy Y.
here's my thing. Here's my argument about it. So one, he has double attack, and he has both. So he triggers both those abilities twice by himself. And then in Guardians and Executioners, you tend to have 2 more double attackers that could be Guardians and or Executioners to trigger the abilities multiple times. Just
Just
Yeah.
mill opponent's gauge literally all the way down.
yeah.
It's basically just like EDD's normal not truly EDD, but the fact that it's like it where they just drop 3 gauge just like that.
Yeah.
Where
The
this
thing
deck
is,
can-
like, it still requires other cards to work, though. Like for it to actually really be good, it
Yeah.
requires other cards to work.
Yeah.
So it
And
doesn't
plus-
stand on its own.
Okay.
Like it doesn't call multiple cards like the others do, or inherently protect itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going into a flag-based deck that hasn't gotten good support or shown any love for a hot minute. Like,
Yeah.
Hot minute.
Okay. So next one is Ricky.
Ricky's meh. He's literally just
Meh.
guard that.
No way.
No,
As a
no.
card alone, he's good or Bushy Y. Like for the deck, because the deck is garbage. But in general, he's a really nice card.
Okay, so not only
Me-
does he gauge and draw, he also puts himself into the soul, and then he gives protection to all Raging Spirit monsters.
Anti-rest, anti-null, anti-soul drop.
Yeah, and the ability
Fine.
can't be nullified.
Fine, it's fine. He
It's
can be-
Garcat on
put it in
drugs.
You just literally spam 4 of them, and that's 4 gauge, 4 draw. So
Fine, he can be good, but low remote is straight up trash. It'd be
yeah, it's trash
Trash, I
just
don't know.
because, again, it relies on using a trap spell, and all the trap spells nowadays are utter garbage.
Yeah, it's like destroy a
So-
monster with 3,000 power.
Like,
It's
what?
like,
pay
what
2
are
gauge,
those?
destroy
No,
a
no,
card
no,
on the
no, see-
opponent's field.
See, hitting crossbow back in 100 was legitimately the best thing in the world.
Oh yeah.
Hitting crossbow plus pillar of fire, ooh, was that nice.
Yeah, next is Joker.
It's one of those things that only works if you get off Ragnarok anyway, and if you do get off Ragnarok, you're most likely winning anyway. So
Yeah.
it's just a win more card, which is dumb.
Yeah,
This gets plus 2 crit, da 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 da.
Yeah.
Choose up to 3 cards with Joker, pay 1 gauge, call the chosen cards.
yeah. There's not much to say about him.
Grotto.
Yeah.
Grados?
Oh god, Kratos.
Okay.
Oh my
Nah,
God.
nah, man. You get thanks to that, you get quad buddy.
Yeah,
You finally
I'm-
able to
It's a
quad
good
buddy.
card by itself. On its own, it's a good card.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the deck when it came out in 100, it just needed this card. Like, it needed quad buddies.
Yeah, because everything has a buddy skill.
Yeah, everything has a buddy skill, and the only way to get it off, other than it being your actual buddy, was a nullifier for the deck that had a second ability that was pay a gauge. For this turn, all monsters are your buddies,
Like that.
and that was it.
I mean, I am a little bit annoyed that I can't. Like, if I play Grottos, I can't just play Daryl Burke, the Chaos Daryl Burke anymore, because, like, oh, it just immediately pushes out. Thank you so much, Bushiro.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can still you play him, and then you just call over him.
Yeah, but I can't do that later, though.
Oh yeah, no, you cannot. Okay, next
Alrighty,
is Satsuki. I mean,
I'd say meh.
yeah,
it's,
I would say man.
it doesn't do.
it's just another soul you're putting in the size 6. Who cares?
Yeah,
Yeah, does it even support the Like new
Super
playstyle?
robot.
No, it does. It supports the
It
original.
supports
playstyle.
crew troopers, not super robots. I don't know why they would do that.
because
Because-
they're
Why
two
not?
separate decks.
Like what? That's how the deck works.
It's like Zeta. OG Zeta is different than Mirror Heroes.
Yeah, that's like most of the mirror heroes don't work in their original decks, except for like.
I don't
mean,
know about
some of-
that.
Generally, that's a good card.
I mean,
some of
Guy
them
Grander?
do.
Guy Grander is Spice in its original deck.
But imagine actually playing Guy Grander.
Hey, I play Guy Grander.
Guy Grinder.
Okay,
Year
let's
2020,
go,
we're still playing Guy Grinder.
Yeah, dude.
go to A-tier Rebi. It's
No, but-
meth.
It would have been ban worthy if it was usable in Star Dragon World, but nah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. If it was usable in Star Dragon Ball, that would have been broken.
Yeah.
That would have been too broken.
I'm putting.
Because hype
Okay.
type calling. If you have 5 or less in drop, return up to 2 guardians.
No, but the
Call
fact that
2 monsters.
It's a gain 2 life draw card on counter speed, and then also counter speed, return 2, draw 2.
it
Return
actually
to
makes
call
playing
2
cards with souls
without paying the call
viable.
cost, which is huge.
Yeah, plus with the Guardian's new set spell,
Set spell.
all size
you
2
draw
becomes
2
size
for
1s.
hand. Exactly.
Yeah.
I personally think the card's like good. I don't know if I'd give
Yeah.
it meh. I think it's pretty nice.
Yeah, saying it, all that, yeah, I think it can go to good.
Next
Alrighty,
is
next up is Tenbu.
Okay,
only
It's
really works in 5th Omni if you have drum out, so just put it
Yeah.
in there.
just put in that.
it's yeah,
Just
Whenever I play
meh.
5th Omni, I've never touched the Tenbu Rebi, so no comments.
yeah,
I mean, it's basically just that tech card that's like, yo,
Like,
if you
you put it
need
in there
this in
just in
said
case.
situation, just in case your opponent doesn't have any destruction or anything like that.
Yeah,
Just
you know,
if
because
you need
anti-death
something
is so
forward.
uncommon right now.
Exactly.
Totally.
okay.
Yami Gisune is a pretty damn good card.
Yeah.
It actually
Yeah,
really
it's
works for the
good.
deck.
It's
Yeah.
really nice, actually. I only use Skull Warriors as like a lost engine, like a cheap lost engine.
And the fact that-
so,
I mean, also with all the other Yummy Geeks in it, you can end up just lossing a lot
yeah,
because
so
of the Rebi.
But the
yeah.
fact that it also works off itself is really like you could just do it 3 times and then ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So next is Taco Suke goes to Ban Win.
Yeah.
No, it's
Nah.
It's straight up. It's low man. It's meh. It's honestly meh.
Low,
It's
man.
I-
It's trash.
No, it's. I'm only saying it's meh. It would normally be trash, but the fact that you can counter speed look at your opponent's hand, that's so good.
So
regardless,
but I already
like,
know what my
yo.
opponent's hand is. It's loyalty,
Nah,
buddy
because the
block,
thing-
grace. Like that's just my opponent's hand, no matter what my opponent is.
Loyalty, buddy block, grace, and then that insert random generic card here.
that's why you.
Burn-
Burn Nova's in there.
Yeah,
That's why you.
Burn Nova
but-
too.
No, but TCD, you forgot. That's why you declare a spell then, and
Yeah.
then just.
And you win the game. You get 2 free draw, and then you draw Burn Nova and win.
yeah, easy.
You always know it's supposed to be spell. You always just call spells because you know, like if it's everything attack phase, they don't have monsters in their hand unless they're playing like fucking Dragon's Wire or some shit. And even then, you should already.
And
win
even
anyway.
then, you know it's monsters.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's
So it's
awful.
it's bad.
Did you guys?
it's
Okay,
flavoring-
little tangent. OG Taco Suke. Did you know you didn't? It says you need to call the card's name, but in the rules, like you can describe if you describe it good enough to where both players would like know what the card is. That works.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, you can't literally know the exact name of every single card in the game. That's
So-
ridiculous.
I could just be like, oh, you know, you got Weeby Seeger, or like back in the day, you have like Seeger's second form, and it works, and I like it because in Dragon World you can just be like, you can try and cheese them out by just saying you have that dragon, you know, the one with the sword, because almost all of them had swords at the time.
With the sword.
Oh, it was. You have drum, the 5th Omni drum.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Or like Extreme Sword, Rapier Dragon, Thousand Rapier. They just all had swords. Okay. Next is Bladewing.
Good. Slept on.
It's
It's
good.
good.
The
Yeah,
fact
it's
that Future
good.
Palette makes it much better. The fact that Future Palette finally gave it the anti-rest
Yeah,
makes
Yeah.
it much better.
that's the main thing. The
Yeah.
deck finally had anti-rest. It took 3 million years.
Yeah.
But they finally got anti-rest. And the fact that it's just like, yo, I can countercall over the Phoenix, Or if you somehow majorly bricked, I
Dude,
can
why is
countercall
your
over
voice
any
echoing?
adventurer.
Yeah, KB, why are you
KB,
like?
you sound like you're underwater right now.
Yeah.
Shoot, hold up.
Now you got it. Now you got
Yeah,
it.
Nah, but that blade wing draw 1 quad attack, that's
Yeah.
kind of nice.
I mean, honestly, I would have said it was trash if Future Pal didn't exist, but
Okay, so Frill or not Frill?
so
Sylph.
Sylph.
I forgot this
Sylph.
deck existed.
Sylph is met because
it's
it only searches
Sylph
one
is
fucking
meh.
item that's actually good. No, it's
searches-
required. So
It's meh.
It searches for the book. That's all that matters.
And that next guy is
The
Hell's Get
top of
executioner.
meh.
it's
good.
it's the same as A tier. So basically just that. It's just where A tier is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like same with executioners. Okay, Asmodai.
Trash,
Yeah.
straight up trash.
Trash.
I'm Asmodai. They literally just gave original double attack and called it a day.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it could also be a size 0. I
Yeah.
guess like what?
Literally just created it to counter like Seeger
Yeah.
or whatever,
So,
those ancient decks.
Furry deck, trash.
Furry deck.
I mean, honestly, to be fair, any fucking thing that's just like give everything plus 10 should be instantly met at least.
Yeah.
And the fact that its skill only works on call is just stupid for an under-supported deck. Like, why? Like, honestly, man, I might as well make this one.
Japanese blades.
Actually, yeah, I would give it a meh or a good because
Yeah.
Gauge 2 draw 2 is pretty nice, and then 10k crit 1 is nice, but the deck is still shit. So,
I'm putting it in med because overall, it's still a furry deck.
oh, we're getting into Jaeger, baby.
Okay, so
Jaeger
it's
time.
Jaeger.
Jaeger
give me my good tier.
Jaeger might have to roll into Bushi Y because of Future
Yeah,
Palette.
it's him.
Yeah.
Why?
Might have to.
Because- No, everything has changed our opinion basically just because of another busted generic card that Bushi
Yeah.
printed.
And I always had this thought with Lifelink Lose. They always make cards for Lifelink Lose that just nullifies Lifelink Lose with itself. So, like, you can just keep calling copies of him on top of each other. So, with Jaeger, when I've been messing around with it, I went Kaido. And then I'll just keep cycling over them. Like, so I'll have one copy in Soul, one on top. Use Kaido to return the Weeby to hand. And then just keep calling it on top every time it's about to lose.
And then he's just good in general because you're comboing. You're putting Tempest into drop zone, and then calling Tempest on top of Seeker of Strength dual Jaeger, and then you're calling Rebi on top. So you have like a Jaeger with 10 souls, and then if you have Underling Battery Den, every time he attacks, you get like 2 or 3 gauge, depending on how many Battery Dens are in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty
You have
much.
Palette for draw power, and then you have Dawn for draw power and like protection.
And yeah, with Palette, you have to run it over. Now it's just like, oh, I could just keep increasing my stats, so just waste your fucking turn. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, the only problem is gauge dropping and hand dropping.
I mean,
Yeah.
even then, they still have to run through you because souls can't be dropped, so they just have
Yeah,
to run through
It's
you
like
until
they
you.
have to keep attacking you, or they use Shadow Dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So next is Durandal. I think
What happened
Durandal's
Good,
good.
good, just because it gives heroes protection.
Yeah, so it combines.
Might need to make it higher good though, like higher than Nega Bulls, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
We'll put him there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because it's just like, yo, all heroes can't be destroyed, returned to the hand, and their abilities can't be nullified.
Yeah, and then it also just casually stands all your
Stands
items for
all
one
your-
hand card.
Full restand and then Disaster Palace for full restand.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
disgusting. It's gross.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's
also
good
the
thing
fact
about
that Disaster Palace exists,
Yeah.
plus the whatchamacallit deck has access to that one sword that says pay a life to nullify.
Pay a life, nullify a solo attack, and then you have opponent can't link attack. So you just pay a life, nullify attacks. You buddy block it, so you pay 4 life
Yeah.
and you survive the turn. Don't even need like burn Nova.
I mean, you
or
could also just what's it? Oh, how am I? Widest stat, great spell, widest stat. There you go. I was bringing in the name. Just
Oh,
pay
yeah,
2
the
life and 2
end
gauge,
phase card.
and then just end the phase
Yeah.
after one battle.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Death
so
Talica.
Talika. I mean,
Trash.
I don't think
Well,
it's
I mean-
trash.
Man.
not,
I'll
not
say
anymore, not because of Future Palette.
Yeah,
Eh.
I feel like that's half the reasons for half these cards. Like it would be trash, but Future Palette
Yeah,
exists.
Future Palette.
Future Palette now exists. So
yeah. That's exactly the thought process behind all of these.
It's like Disturb Hand would be trash, but Grace exists, so.
But Disturb Hand is always trash.
Talica definitely meh overall.
Okay.
Because of deck too.
Again, might be biased. I think
Gem
it's
Clone as a stupid loop. It should definitely be super high tier.
Bushi, why?
Ass loops.
Why, Bushi?
Yeah,
Why would
it
you
should
make
be
this?
Bushi, why? Because also the fact that you can possibly do a consistent FTK.
Yeah,
because-
like, why? No, it's definitely a Bushi why. It's not ban worthy because you still need to set it up, but still.
yeah.
Literally, there was no reason to make it. I don't understand. Like, what else did Super Warriors need? They really have everything.
Well, I mean, in Super Warriors, it's good, but then if you run that old Zeta deck
Yeah.
with everything else, and you run that neat little Dungeon World impact monster that gets a crit for each different
Yeah.
card in your
it
drop
was in
board?
the it was in the trial deck, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it
It's
was
the
in the
Knights
Zeta
one. Fake Legion.
triple deck.
The Fake Legion. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty darn good. I like it.
Shadow Dragon is.
I think ban. I think it's ban. Yeah.
It's an
Okay.
old-
Best card in the game. It's the best
Yeah.
deck in the game.
Yeah.
Just run 52 Shadow Dragons and your opponent gives up.
Oh,
The deck-
okay.
the deck
No.
actually-
Okay,
right.
okay. Actually, no. See, here's the thing. It's actually good to Bushi Y because I've been testing against
What?
a few people IRL, and it's just like, man, they consistently FTK, but also the fact that they can now just build up to a wall
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
of thing,
And then, of course,
and
but
then they can use their impact. They can use their impact. Whatchamacallit, if they go first.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm personally sleeping on Shadows.
I think
Oh,
it's
it's
good.
so much. Oh, no, to put it. We might need to put it in
Bushi
bang.
Y to ban.
Consistent
What?
ass FTK.
Probably the best. Probably
Yeah.
the best deck in the game.
Should we
No.
ban? Or should we put Bushi
Should-
Y?
No.
Put it to
ban.
Bushi
Fuck
Y.
consistent ass FTKs.
Fine. We'll put it in Bushy. We'll put it in.
Yeah,
Ban.
because it's just
What
like,
the fuck
yo,
is this tier
all the-
list?
No, because the thing is, at the start of the attack phase, put 2 monsters or spells from drop to soul, then gain a life, draw a card. Thing number 1. Thing number 2, it just
As
says,
soon as your
yo,
opponent does anything, it's like, okay, dead.
any attack phase. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
so miss the FTK, okay, you start your attack phase, you don't have anything else to protect yourself from damage? Cool. Die.
Dead.
Yeah. It's like when Lost World got a 3 gauge, 10 damage impact. A lot of people were complaining. Right? And this can just also do that for not having to go 3 gauge, but also not having to go into Lost World.
Well,
Yeah.
Grace exists, so
Well,
I mean, but the
Spell
thing is-
balls
have it.
exist.
Yeah, man.
That's
like,
crazy.
you have to
Abracadabra.
if they
Exist.
go first, you have to open up with Grace, and then during your next turn, you also have to have Grace in hand in order to stop this. But even so, a good player would wait till you activate certain effect during the attack phase and be like, "Hold up, I'm gonna activate this in response, so you can't Grace me," and now you're dead.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so next is Byakuya.
It's
uh, it's either
It's
good
just-
or Bushy Y.
Problematic good.
It's just a beat stick. Who cares?
It's like a joke. It's like a messing around deck. It's not like something that you're gonna see people playing at tournaments.
Yeah. Yeah.
I doubt this is
I mean,
gonna be a
yeah,
swing
because the
fest.
thing is, it still didn't even give protection
Yeah.
to itself or any other ninja.
No,
Because
there's a
boy-
Kage over. It does that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The deck already has no defense too. Even if your opponent's not like destroying all your cards, you still have none of the.
I mean, at
defense.
least you can attack with this multiple times and then use Overturn Tsukikage to call another one.
So, okay, right? I think this card is pretty darn good.
What card is that?
It's a promo for Guardians. Basically, if you have 4 or less cards in your drop zone, all Guardians cannot be destroyed, rested, and abilities can't be nulled. Then at the start of your attack phase, if 2 or less cards in your drop zone, all Guardians get 10,000 power, critical, and double attack.
That's
Oh
that's
yeah,
fine.
this guy.
It's alright, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
mad
good.
to good.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's fine. Giving anti-destruction, anti-rest.
I
abilities
definitely
can't
don't
be
consider it
nullified.
something like meh.
Yeah, and it gives
Yeah, it's
double crit and 10k power to everything.
Speaking
Yeah.
of meh, Hell Cougar Reby is kind
Yeah.
of meh. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, all
that's-
these cards can't be short of rest. I'm like, but Hell Gepard does like the same thing, so who cares?
Yeah,
But
like
you also have that no nulling attacks and no damage
Oh.
reduction.
Only for itself, so who fucking cares?
yeah, and it's all other abilities that you just gain 2 life, draw a card.
Lucifel Reeve is the same as Asmodai. You require other cards to really do shit. But the fact that you can technically play 3 copies of this card on the field and just keep removing your opponent's cards, it's
Yeah.
pretty memey.
You're also focusing on returning cards from the field to hand, which is like a season 2 thing.
Yeah,
That's also true, yeah.
Again,
To be fair, yeah,
it's not
a
like
lot of
everybody
things
has anti-bounce or anything.
Like-
no
like-
way. If you have anti-bounce, you're kind of crazy.
That's true. Speaking of anti-bounce, Fawn Reeve has anti-bounce.
yeah, yeah. It has
Oh, yeah,
anti-bounce, destruction,
those
nullify.
Thunder Knights.
Thunder
man,
Knights
you know?
is S tier. I'm sorry, guys.
No, man. Actually, this is all right.
It's
Just
not a
because
bad
there's
card.
multiple-
It's definitely good.
To
yeah,
be honest,
because with the impact, it's I would say good. Yeah, just good. Just because Thunder Knights have the impact that reduce everything to size 0, basically in a sense.
yeah.
Plus, you have all the different halberds. That's just like, yo, let me just draw cards
And
try to
volume
filter.
2, volume 2 literally has an halberd that's counter call, pop 2, draw 2, every time this enters the field or moves.
The
Yeah,
deck
plus
is
you
definitely
get
like
the-
not noticed.
I Thunder Knights was the, other than Sun Dragons, Thunder Knights was the second other deck I tested with Jack, with the Jackknife
Yeah.
stuff. Just because of loud
Yeah.
voice, because you draw so many cards.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But
Tom,
you-
Now,
Ban.
okay, ban.
That card-
And
Okay,
Slide it up.
me and Drum can. Me and Drum, God.
drum,
Yeah, Drum.
drum talk.
Nah, me and Goon can both contest. This made 5th Omnis from 0 to 1 million in a second.
yeah.
It was really fucking crazy.
It's
Like, the
good.
fact that it just drops, plus they get enough gauge for no reason.
And then
Just-
also it's like, so I could play the Serp hand in my deck and it won't be a fucking me because all my cards support armor dragons. Also, and I
Oh,
have
yeah.
inherent protection anyway. So, oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. And then, even if you don't use the ability to call it, which you should, but
You just
if it
put
ends up
back
in
in-
drop zone, you have your item to shove it into the soul anyways.
Yeah.
And it's not even like a once per turn thing. So it's just like, oh, I could just have multiple copies of Drum. All right.
It's just like, hey, your opponent tries to call something, I'm gonna be like, nah, I have a million responses. See.
Yeah,
Ball
honestly,
Smash.
Bulbous
if we were doing a
Smash
set review, I would have to give drum like S tier. Just the deck in general is crazy now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
Bushi.
it's,
Why?
yeah,
Like-
it's Bushi Wai.
Ushi
The
I
S,
can make a 4-quick card with triple attack that can't be countered.
yeah, it just attacks everything too. Just
All bursts.
yeah.
Hey man, those Sun Dragon players really needed
Dude,
And then you know-
SP
triple attack
though.
with 4 crit.
The
You know,
SP
people-
is so clean. You gotta give it a ban just for the
Yeah.
artwork for the SP. It's kind of
The
crazy.
SP's too good. Moves up.
Yeah,
Kinda
most
nice.
of the SPs are actually pretty nice. Like,
Dude, I
Not even.
literally Bulbous Smasher though is probably my favorite SP out of this whole set.
yeah.
Oh,
I
dude.
might buy the set just so I can have El Quixote in like a frame. It's so nice.
Give me your
Yeah, that's
extras,
cute.
please.
Alrighty, next is Levy, and we go to Bushi Y.
Yeah.
Ushi ban. No, ban.
Ban?
The fact that the cards literally can't be countered, like, because the ability literally works in the buddy zone, it's like, damn, okay,
Yeah.
I really don't have an ounce of
Like-
this. Fuck.
Yeah.
Then it's
Just
like,
read
man,
the
no, no, no.
overkill too.
Yeah, it's just like pay a gauge, drop a card, drop top 7, and equip all your heroes from drop
Yeah, just equip
for
drop.
free.
It makes,
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be the ones dropped by effects. You can just have like a bunch of random shit in your drop zone. Like just wait. Like if you're playing against like a mill deck, you won.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you know
or
what
the,
I never
or the fact
got?
you can self mill with the Demon Lord engine that people use.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like, damn, all right, shit.
So,
Like, fuck.
no, and then also you have access to Durandal, which then restands all the weapons you just equipped, plus Disaster Palace. that
Disaster
stands all
Palace.
the items you just re-equipped.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Hope you have that buddy blocker. You're dead.
The only
You
thing
could
that
be
would,
running such a shitty build and it's S tier too.
the only thing that would make it better is if it was overthrow. Or not overthrow,
God.
overkill reboot.
that-
My bad. Overkill reboot.
If that was overkill reboot, plus you got access to the other overkills,
Yeah.
bro, that would be
Nah.
It's a little
too dumb.
fucked.
Yeah. So next is Ibuki.
It's straight up trash.
Yeah.
The only thing
Probably the
only thing-
best card in the game.
The only
By
thing that
far.
makes it worth anything is the fact that it just draws when you activate a skill from the hand. So you could just run 4 copies of the card just to fucking do it. It's like Upstart Goblins or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll play this just to Upstart. And that's the only use it really has. It
Yeah.
just makes your deck a 48 card deck. Whatever.
So next is Plague Dude.
Mad to
Kinda
trash.
sleeping.
I
Yeah.
Whoa,
it's-
man.
yeah.
Trash. Just
It's pretty
because,
mad.
again, it's a flag counters the entire deck's purpose.
Yeah.
That is the funniest thing.
I really wish they had Corona in the name. That would have been fun.
God.
You're Cineas 19.
Yeah. So
Your Golem is pretty good.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. It's really fucking dumb. The fact that it's a size 0.
Oh yeah,
He's
no, no,
better
no.
than the
Plus,
other
it can
two
be
for
thrown-
some reason.
No, but also it could be thrown in any deck, so including the Tyrant FTK is even more
Exactly.
consistent now.
yeah.
That's true.
Plus-
Guys,
You could throw this in God Punks if you wanted to.
exactly. It's like you could use it in pretty much any danger roll deck, pretty much. That's worth anything anyway.
Bro, God Punks just should not exist, bro. And that shit.
But then now we're up to Ozzy the Haka for
Okay,
Dragon's
this is-
Wide. That's
alright, guys.
straight up trash.
Alright, no.
Yeah.
Right here,
Yeah.
best card in the game. This is fucking OP.
Nah, it's
You can drop 2 cards on your hand from your hand, and it remains on the field.
Bro.
If that's not good, I actually don't know what is.
As
bruh,
we
I mean,
also
the only thing
just-
potentially viable for
Honestly,
it,
I know this.
the only thing
this,
that may be viable for it is if you continuously pay the 2 life, get yourself down to 0, then activate Dry from hand. But then at the same time, why do that when you can just go straight into Dry Turbo, get out Gone, and say, you can't draw,
yeah.
eat it.
Zwei was actually looking like it wasn't looking good. It was looking like pretty fun to play if you get your combos off in Super Buddy Wars EX, like the last set that came out in
Yeah.
English. And then this card just kind of like ruined it. Like it might have had a chance with like a good card,
So
but this is just shit.
Mysteria is
Doesn't
pretty
it's
good.
support
good.
Demon Lords.
It's good. Yeah.
Trash.
Really good.
But still, that's...
It's literally a draw.
on
It's a
its
draw
own,
3. Like your opponent has to let you draw 3 cards in order to really remove it, and even then, like Omnilords just support each other pretty well. So
Just counter call it back, plus it has triple and gives protection and gives a crit to everything. Like,
Yeah.
and you can
Yeah.
run the impact monster Mercuro from Super Buddy Wars.
Yeah. That just makes it call for free.
So you're
Cerberus
combining with
Yeah.
fucking
Cerberus is trash.
Roy.
He's
Yes,
not,
Cerberus is
not
trash.
that good.
You have to do act, put a monster from your field in the soul or your weapon. Then you gotta do all this crap. It's like that's way too much trouble just to pop a card to gain 3 life. That's garbage.
Yeah. So
Okay,
Dawn?
next up, Countdown is
Bushy
Y.
Y.
Yeah, it's usable in every deck. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Usable in
why.
every deck. It's just like, yo, let me just pay a life, draw a card, just because,
Yeah.
and get a
then
body on
protection.
field that can protect my stuff.
Yeah. Then there's Death Gaze. He's
Bushy Y.
Pretty good.
Bushy
Y.
Y
Pretty
is
good.
good. I was gonna put him in good.
He's not Ibushi Y because he requires
I can't even know
because he can't call himself. So you have to actually just have other
Okay,
cards.
yeah, I would say good. The other card would probably be Bushy Y.
Yeah. I don't know why we got
Ready.
this weebie for Alliot. I don't know why. we got
Yeah, I
him.
don't know why he needed it.
High Bushi Y to ban worthy.
Yeah, high
definitely.
Bushi Y. Like this bounty did not need more consistency during a
Bro.
counter speed. In fact, also it's
The
like I'm going to counter call to take damage, so proc my abilities because I feel like it.
Yeah.
Even during
Gauge
your
1 and
opponent's
draw is
turn
pretty
two,
fire.
During your opponent's turn as well, you can be like, yo, you know what? Let me go ahead, take a damage real quick, and then proc all my stuff, just because.
Yeah. It's
Dude, Alliot is crazy in general.
Three crit
Just that
double
gauge 1 draw.
attack with a charge, draw, and gain a life, and then you can counter call it over and over again to keep drawing and gaining gauge for that drum Reebie to then drop everything.
Like honestly, just calling literally 3 Alliots. It's 3 gauge. No, it's 6 gauge. Draw 6 because he has double attack.
And then gain 6 life, which
Gain
actually
6
matters
life, which is
because
really
Predominantly
important.
take damage.
This way you don't have to waste your souls in order to revive yourself over and over again, which is annoying.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next up,
Next
Murkrow.
is Mikuro.
It's
Good.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Only good in
Yeah.
Omni Lords. I thought they would make Dark Heroes viable, but
No.
I mean, it's paid game to call any Dark Hero without paying its cost. But the fact is, there aren't that many good Dark Heroes.
Yeah.
but
what
that's not
Dark
really-
Hero are you gonna call it? The Scar because it has 3 crit?
Yeah.
Oh my
You,
god.
you
Nah,
could
man,
probably
but
you could call one of the swords that would cost you like gauge and shit.
Nah. Here's
what's
here's a
what's
good
the
old
size
fact.
3 that the general, not Brayden, the other one that calls him.
The chaos one that calls itself already. Like,
No. There's an old 100 demon general for Dark Heroes that wasn't Brayden that you call another Dark Hero and it makes it a size 0.
I mean,
Not
I
really
guess.
sure, but who
I have
who
no
remembers the old Schwartz loop that you could do with Zeta
Oh
before they
yeah,
eroded it?
the
I remember.
Guilty Wave.
Great leader Anson
Yeah,
the one.
because
The,
you can,
Oh,
you
Anson,
can infinite impact call.
Yeah,
Infinite impact call, and then as soon as the battle ends, it bounces back to hand. So you just keep doing that over and over again.
Wait, no, that's not even that good. It only becomes a size 0 as long as Anson's on the field. But you're going to remove Anson anyway because you don't want to keep that shit.
I was joking.
Oh man,
That's why I said like a 100 demon card, a card from 100 demon era.
right.
Yeah.
Let's not even waste time with variable core. It's straight up trash.
Trash.
Imagine losing to loyalty.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh my
next
God.
Zween. Wait, no, how do you say it?
You.
Zune.
Zune. I always say Zween.
It's where negables. It's where negables is. It's a niche out. It's the things
Yeah.
like Zerberos, but then you just play it just to be an out.
No.
Like,
man.
he's not
See,
bad.
The thing that you have to do, since he gets 100,000 power, is when you're up against a Thora, you pay that 10 gauge. Well, pay that 10 gauge so you get 1 million power.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, I hate the fact that it doesn't
Perfect.
reduce its size though. I liked the other form so much better because it could
I mean,
reduce
From
size.
Solar Strike.
Imagine
Which
having a
is-
size 0 out to Zerbero.
Yeah, it'd be nice. So
Alrighty,
next is
yes.
Star.
Star, whatchamacallit?
Okay, the fact that
Ashes.
it's prevents itself from being bounced is nice, but you would also just realistically either grace it or pallet it, which is
Yeah.
kind of. And the fact that its ability really only works when you have the set, which would just be the Great Fate Frozen Stars, which means
Yeah.
you're winning anyway. So who cares?
Yeah.
It's just like okay, if I had the set spell, we'll just win this turn, so you don't waste my fucking.
Wait a second.
I
Hold
think
on,
it
so
means
Great
you win the
Fate-
turn fast, win the game faster.
Great Fate just nullifies the whole board, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as long as the opponent doesn't have anti-null, you're good.
Yeah.
But most decks do.
It's a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Gallows.
Gallows goes to Bushiwa.
Gallows is a good or a Y. I don't really know if I personally. I don't know if I would consider him a Y because I don't play the deck like that.
Well,
but from what I see, it's really good.
Oh yeah.
Well,
no,
the
it's
thing is,
dope.
it's just the fact that Gallows is just like, yo, everything just now has Shadow Dive, just because.
Like
But just
like,
imagine having 3 Gallows on field.
Yeah,
Your
but-
Gallows each have 5 critical.
Yeah.
the fact that you can just play this in Spectral Strike though, it's like oh man,
Yeah, it gives
my
them the
opponent has
out.
too
It's
much
like-
defense. All right,
And
I'm
then,
just gonna
Or
shout
my
at you
opponent
then.
goes ahead and
Die.
races? Nah.
so
die.
one thing I hate is Hero World countered Shadow Dive so much because you would just ride or transform and then you'd have defense, and they all had like low power. But now this one gives them 15k, which sucks.
15. And then
It's a
whenever
little
it
crazy.
deals damage, you just gain 2 life, draw a card.
Yeah, so
you
you're
just
gonna gain
keep
like
gaining resources.
12 life that turn if you have 3 monsters because they all.
You're
have
gonna
double.
grab out your Burn Nova.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Laser
next-
Fill is straight up trash. And this card, I don't get why this card exists. It doesn't do shit.
But she's waifu.
Who
so she
decided
always
to
goes up
invent
by
this?
one.
I don't know who at Bushy just was like, you know what, we need this. Like, no.
It's like, but you can call it the size 0. It's like, yeah, I have to transform into a superhero though. Like, how many good superhero decks are there even though?
Bro,
See,
what happened to Ride Changers?
I know. Wait, don't get me started on that.
Why did we drop Ride Changers for this weeaboo shit?
Why did we not get Captain Answer EB? I'm gonna leave
Yeah,
it
we
at
get
that.
Blazer, we get Blazer,
No,
Frill,
we
and Nanase. We needed them.
We can all agree that where the heck is Omni Ward Captain Answer at?
Bro, don't give me started on that. We're not going on this video. Ryan, I believe Ryan sped me up ranting before about it in one of our previous videos.
Okay, now we go to Athora and it's bad.
Thor doesn't need more support. It has enough.
Thor can go straight to ban. Fuck
Yeah, that was the only problem with this set is that I knew Athora was gonna get support.
Yeah, but the main thing is, it now has, for PS Cresser, it now has the one thing that was the main out, and that was anti-burn. As in, like, yo, I don't need grace anymore. I'm just inherent, you cannot burn me. And then I get power, then all cards just can't be destroyed.
Okay.
Period.
It's weird how this card supports like PS Cresser, but then the Abigail Rebe doesn't support Dark Burial.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. It's weird. So,
but
Abby.
More Abigail Mill. I hope you guys love your Mill decks.
I think it's good.
Boy.
I actually hope you guys main deck Promise of Rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main out, because if they go first, oh boy.
I can't wait for someone to just make an all generic deck that has like the React Moon and React Empress and then all the generic spells.
God. Alright,
Okay,
what's next?
Yamagata.
It's just
why?
Yamagata was good.
Yeah, it's good. The fact that they made Mikazuchi just better and actually gave it a Thundermine makes it just good.
Yeah,
so that's fine.
I think it's good. So next is
like
Demios.
if opponent doesn't use like Grace first skill, you kind of win. Or if they're not running Jaeger, and who plays Jaeger?
Yeah. Okay.
Demios as a card, it's good. It does what it's supposed to do, so it's good.
Yeah.
But I don't personally care for the deck, but whatever.
But the deck doesn't. It's like Demios on its own. It's neat, but
Deck
with everything else, not real.
The deck still sucks.
Like I overhyped it so much, like in my video, no intentional plug, but my video, I overhyped this deck so much, and it's so bad.
Yeah.
It really is not good at all. The only like way that I thought it was viable was Ein, so you could use double Demios, and even then you never get the pieces that you need, so there's no reason to use it. The only good thing about this is the art.
Yeah. So
Ball Soleil, though.
Ball Soleil.
The fact that you already main deck Jackknife Grand Thieves anyway. Now it sounds like, yo, what if I can reduce damage by 7?
Yeah.
And I can play Paladin also. I can play Paladin.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That, and then it's like, yo, let me just drop your center now.
Yeah.
You know,
you don't have anti-death?
Okay.
Bro, we could keep the old Jackknife. We could keep the Rebe Jackknife. Just ban Jackknife Trust. I don't know why that card exists.
Yeah.
I know you're not putting that Dual Dragon anywhere past trash.
Yeah,
nah,
the
Dual
fact that
Dragon's
they
the
made
best.
the Rebe the impact monster.
Yeah,
Out of
okay.
Anything.
It should have been.
Wait, where's Ball at? Hold up.
It's Bulber Smasher.
Where's what?
No, the other Ball. The Ball Soleil Rebe.
We put
Right
it
here.
in
Yeah, we
BCY.
put it in BCY.
Oh, I forgot. I was like,
You
freaking
literally just
spacing
said
out.
it. Like
Yeah.
Aqua God, please.
Okay. Yeah, it should have. Demon Goldel should have gotten a Rebe.
And the fact is, like, it's only viable, it's only good effect is the one where you have to have 9 different dual dragons, and for me to do that, I had to actually play dual dragons unironically, which already just makes it trash.
Okay, next is the Keenest
Keenest
Axia.
It's pretty nice. It still does that, works with drum shit, which means you're supposed to play it with Drago Wizards, which kind of brings it down because regular wizards are much better. And to be honest,
Yeah.
Alright, now we go to Water Dude and we go to Bushi Y.
I think it.
honestly, just ban honestly. I don't know
Yeah.
who the fuck designed the card.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's more than Bushy Y.
That's
No.
no, like who designed this
Yeah,
card?
because
It's
the fact
down.
that Water does have a searcher for it, so you just snag it,
Yeah,
and then it's like, yo,
and Water
so,
has drop
anytime-
retrieval.
anytime you try
I'll
to
be right back.
gain gauge, it's
Mhm.
like, nah.
Man, we're literally 2 away. We can't take a piss after we finish.
Wait a second, I also just realized we have a lot more Rebe promos coming out too.
Yeah, but I mean, we're doing it. We're doing what we can because there aren't going to be any more reveals by the time the set comes out. But, you know, we're ranking it now.
Okay.
I mean, we're getting a stream on the 10th. so they're
Yeah.
probably going to reveal more Reebies.
Maybe.
Like the
Captain Answer Reeby.
Gognar?
When?
No, they're doing Gognar Reeby plus that old Ancient Dragon size 3, Ancient World size 3. That's like, I need Thunder, Earth, Fire, and Water monster in drop zone.
You mean
Oh.
not Lattice? You mean not Lattice? I sleep.
No, I know which one you're talking about. That's so